Revelation chapter 5, verse 5 says these words. But one of the 24 elders said to me, "Stop weeping. Look, the Lion of the tribe of Judah, the heir to David's throne, has conquered, and he is worthy to open the scroll and break its 7 seals." In his famous book, The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, C.S. Lewis introduces us to Aslan, the king of Narnia, who is represented there as a fictitious version of Jesus Christ. One of the main characters, named Lucy, is interacting and meeting Aslan for the very first time. And she talks to another fictitious character there named Mr. Beaver. And as she asks Mr. Beaver, she says, "But is Aslan safe?" And here is Mr. Beaver's reply. "Safe? Don't you hear what Mrs. Beaver tells you? Who said anything about safe? Of course he isn't safe, but he's the king, and he's good, I tell you." It's interesting, most times we picture Jesus as being a humble, gentle white man with long hair. But Scripture gives us a much greater portrayal of who Jesus is and what he looks like in one image, one metaphor. Jesus was humble, but he was not weak. Humility can be best defined as power under control, strength under control, and that is exactly what Jesus was. He was not weak, but he was humble. He had the power and continues to have the power to make enemies scatter. We see a glimpse of this as he clears the scene in the temple of the money changers who had turned the temple into a place of gain, financial gain. As he cleared out the temple, it was power under control. The Lion of the tribe of Judah has won the war. He has conquered all of the things that attempt to defeat us. And we celebrate that lion, the Lion of Judah. And it reminds us of just how powerful Jesus is. The strength that he possesses, the ability within him. He is the king. He's the Lion of Judah. All throughout Scripture, the Bible speaks of this Lion of Judah, and it reminds us of his faithfulness. It shows us that he has conquered and he will continue to conquer. He is the only one worthy. He was triumphant. He is triumphant, and at the sound of his name, enemies scatter. Enemies flee because he is the Lion of Judah. So nobody said anything about him being safe, but he is good because he's the king. This week, this day, this moment, give your weakness to God. May this be a challenge to you that you would sacrifice over the places of your life that you feel are inadequate, that are weak, and give them to him. And watch him use them. Watch him use his strength to make your weakness complete.